This version of you deserves a chance. Introduction, stepping into your own light. Close your eyes for a moment and picture this. You're standing at the edge of a stage, the spotlight warm on your face, the audience waiting with open hearts. You're nervous, but there's a quiet strength inside you, whispering, "This is your moment." That stage isn't just a platform, it's your life, your dreams, your truth. And this version of you, the one with all your quirks, scars, and beautiful imperfections, deserves to step out and shine. This version of you deserves a chance. We all have moments when we hide. Maybe you dim your light to fit in, silence your voice to avoid judgment, or tuck your dreams away because you're not sure you're ready. But here's the truth. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You don't have to wait for a better version of yourself to show up. The you that's here right now, with all your hopes and fears, is enough. You are enough. Today, we're going on a journey together. A journey to stop hiding and start showing up fully. We'll explore why you might feel like you need to stay small, how to embrace every part of who you are, and what it looks like to give this version of you the chance you've been waiting for. This is about stepping onto your stage, sharing your art, and smiling at the person you see in the mirror. Let's take a deep breath, hold space for our hearts, and begin. Section 1. Why we hide. Understanding the fear. Let's start by being honest. Hiding feels safe. It's like wrapping yourself in a cozy blanket, shielding yourself from the world's gaze. Maybe you've held back from sharing your ideas because you're afraid they're not good enough. Maybe you've stayed quiet in a meeting, worried your voice would shake. Or maybe you've buried a dream because you thought, "Who am I to want this?" We've all been there, tucking pieces of ourselves away to avoid rejection, failure, or judgment. That urge to hide often comes from fear. Fear of not being enough, of being too much, of standing out in a world that sometimes feels like it wants us to blend in. It's rooted in stories we've been told or experiences that left us bruised. Maybe someone once laughed at your art, or a teacher dismissed your idea, or you compared yourself to someone who seemed to have it all together. Those moments stick, don't they? They become little voices in our heads, whispering, "Stay small, stay safe." But here's the thing. Those voices aren't telling the whole story. They're echoes of the past, not truths about who you are now. The fear that makes you hide is also a sign of how much you care about your dreams, your impact, your place in the world. That fear means you're human, and it means you have something worth sharing. Imagine if you could take that fear and turn it into fuel. Imagine if you could step onto that stage, heart pounding, and say, "This is me, and I'm here." This version of you, the one who's scared but still dreaming, deserves to be seen. You don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to wait for permission or perfection. You are ready, just as you are, to take a chance on yourself. Section 2. The beauty of this version of you. Let's talk about you. Not the perfect you that you might imagine in the future, but the you that's here right now. The one with the messy hair, the half-finished projects, the dreams you're afraid to say out loud. This version of you is a masterpiece, a one-of-a-kind creation with stories, passions, and strengths that no one else can replicate. Think about the things that make you, you. Maybe it's the way you laugh at your own jokes, or the way you notice the little details others miss, or the way you keep trying even when it's hard. Those quirks aren't flaws. They're your signature. They're the brushstrokes that make your life a work of art. And that art, it deserves to be shared. Picture yourself sitting alone, smiling at a memory that lights you up. Maybe it's a song you wrote, a meal you cooked, or a moment when you helped someone feel seen. Those moments are proof of your magic. They're reminders that you have something unique to offer, even if it doesn't look like anyone else's gift. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs you, exactly as you are. Embracing this version of you means letting go of comparison. It's so easy to look at someone else's life, their polished Instagram feed, their confident voice, their seemingly perfect path, and feel like you fall short. But comparison is a thief. It steals your joy, your confidence, and your chance to shine. Your journey is yours alone, and it's beautiful because it's yours. This version of you deserves to stand tall, to take up space, to be unapologetically you. So take a moment to honor yourself. Say it out loud. This version of me is enough. Feel the weight of those words. Let them sink into your bones. You don't need to change or fix or improve to be worthy. This version of you deserves a chance to shine, right here, right now. Section 3. The courage to show up. Showing up fully takes courage. It's like stepping onto a stage, knowing all eyes are on you, and choosing to speak anyway. It's sharing your art, even when your hands shake. It's smiling at yourself in the mirror, even when you're not sure you're ready. But that courage, it's already inside you. You've been building it your whole life, through every challenge you faced and every dream you've dared to dream. Courage doesn't mean you're never afraid. It means you feel the fear and do it anyway. It's the moment when you raise your hand in a meeting, even though your voice might wobble. It's posting that piece of writing online, even if you're worried no one will read it. It's telling someone you love them, even if you're scared they won't say it back. Those moments of vulnerability are where your power lies. Think about a time when you showed up, even just a little. Maybe you tried something new, spoke your truth, or took a risk. How did it feel? Maybe it was terrifying, but I bet there was also a spark of pride, a sense of, I did that. That's the feeling we're chasing, the feeling of giving this version of you a chance to be seen, heard, and celebrated. Here's a little secret. The world is waiting for you. Your voice, your art, your heart, they matter. Someone out there needs to hear your story, see your creation, or feel your kindness. When you show up fully, you're not just giving yourself a chance, you're giving others permission to do the same. You're lighting the way for everyone who's been hiding too. So take a deep breath and step onto your stage. Share your art, even if it's not perfect. Smile at yourself, knowing you're enough. This version of you deserves to be seen, and the world is ready for your light. Section 4. Overcoming the barriers to showing up. Even when we know we want to show up, there are barriers that hold us back. Those barriers can feel like walls, keeping us from stepping into our power. But walls can be climbed or even torn down. Let's talk about some common barriers and how to move past them. Barrier 1. Perfectionism. Perfectionism is like a trap that keeps us stuck. We think, I'll share my work when it's perfect, or I'll speak up when I'm ready. But perfection is an illusion. Your art, your voice, your ideas, they don't have to be flawless to be valuable. Try this. Share something small and imperfect today. A draft, a sketch, a thought. Let it be messy and watch how freeing it feels. Barrier 2, fear of judgment. What will people think? That question can stop us in our tracks. But here's the truth. Not everyone will love you, and that's okay. The people who matter will see your heart, your effort, your truth. And the ones who don't, they're not your audience. Focus on the people who lift you up and let the rest fade into the background. Barrier 3, self-doubt. That little voice that says, you're not good enough? It's lying. Self-doubt is just fear in disguise, and you're stronger than it. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself of your wins, no matter how small. Write them down, say them out loud, let them drown out the doubt. You've made it this far. Trust that you've got what it takes to keep going. Barrier 4, feeling not ready. Waiting to feel ready is like waiting for a train that never comes. You don't need to feel ready to start. You just need to start. Take one tiny step. Share a sentence. Try a new skill. Say yes to an opportunity. Each step builds your confidence, proving you're more ready than you think. Barrier 5, overwhelm. Sometimes the idea of showing up fully feels like too much. Where do you even begin? Start small. Pick one thing, one dream, one idea, one moment, and give it your all. You don't have to do everything at once. Just show up for this version of you, one step at a time. These barriers are real, but they're not unbeatable. You have the strength to push through, to climb over, to show up as you are. This version of you deserves that chance. Section 5, stories of showing up. Let's draw inspiration from real people who gave their version of themselves a chance. These aren't celebrities or superheroes, just everyday folks who stepped out of hiding and into their light. First, there's Amara, a shy artist who loved painting but never showed her work. She was afraid it wasn't good enough for galleries or social media. One day, a friend convinced her to share one painting at a local coffee shop's art night. Her hands shook as she hung it up, but the response was overwhelming. People loved her vibrant colors and unique style. That one step led to her first solo exhibit. Amara didn't wait to be perfect. She gave this version of herself a chance, and it changed everything. Then there's Javier, a single dad who always wanted to start a podcast about parenting. He worried his voice wasn't polished enough, his stories too ordinary. But one evening, he recorded his first episode, just him talking about the chaos and joy of raising his daughter. He posted it, expecting nothing. Within weeks, listeners were sharing how his honesty made them feel seen. Javier's podcast became a lifeline for parents, all because he showed up as himself. And let's not forget Lila, who spent years hiding her love for poetry because she thought it was too soft for her corporate job. During a team retreat, she shared a poem during a talent show, her voice trembling. Her colleagues were moved to tears, and her boss encouraged her to start a poetry blog. Now, Lila's words inspire thousands online. She gave this version of herself a chance, and it opened doors she never imagined. These stories show us that showing up doesn't require perfection. It requires courage. Amara, Javier, and Lila didn't have it all figured out. They just took a step, shared their art, and trusted that this version of themselves was enough. Your step is waiting. What will it be? Section 6. The ripple effect of showing up. When you give this version of you a chance, you're not just changing your life, you're changing the world around you. Showing up fully creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to do the same. It's like dropping a pebble in a pond and watching the waves spread outward, touching lives you might never know. Think about the people you admire, the ones who share their truth, live boldly, and make you feel like you can, too. They're not perfect. They're just people who decided to stop hiding. When you step onto your stage, share your art, or smile at yourself with pride, you become that person for someone else. You give them permission to be themselves, to take a chance, to shine. Imagine a world where everyone showed up fully, where artists shared their work without fear, where dreamers chased their goals without shame, where every voice was heard. That world starts with you. Every time you choose to be seen, you're planting a seed of courage in someone else's heart. You're saying, I did it, and you can too. And it's not just about others, it's about you. When you show up, you build a relationship with yourself. You learn to trust your voice, honor your dreams, and celebrate your worth. You start to see that this version of you isn't just enough. It's extraordinary. That confidence carries into every part of your life, from your relationships to your work, to the quiet moments when you're alone with your thoughts. So step out, share your art, speak your truth, let your ripples spread. This version of you deserves a chance, and the world deserves to see you shine. Section 7. Practical ways to show up. Showing up fully sounds beautiful, but how do you actually do it? Here are some practical, heartfelt ways to give this version of you a chance, starting right now. 1. Start small. You don't have to leap onto a global stage. Share one small piece of yourself, a thought, a sketch, a kind word. Post a photo of your morning coffee with a caption about what you're grateful for. Tell a friend about a dream you've been keeping secret. These small acts build your courage muscle. 2. Create a ritual. Build a daily practice that reminds you to show up. Maybe it's writing 3 things you love about yourself each morning, or standing in front of the mirror and saying, I'm enough. These rituals anchor you, making it easier to step into your light. 3. Share your art. Whatever your art is, writing, painting, cooking, dancing, share it. It doesn't have to be perfect or polished. Post it online, show it to a friend, or display it in your home. Let it be seen, and let yourself be proud of it. 4. Surround yourself with support. Find your cheerleaders, people who see your light and encourage you to shine. Share your goals with them, and let their belief in you lift you up. A kind word from a friend can make all the difference when you're scared to show up. 5. Reframe fear. When fear creeps in, name it. Say, I'm scared, but I'm doing this anyway. Then take one tiny step. Fear doesn't mean you're not ready. It means you're human. Let it walk beside you, but don't let it stop you. 6. Celebrate every step. Every time you show up, give yourself a moment to celebrate. Dance, journal, or just smile at yourself in the mirror. You're doing something brave, and that's worth honoring. These practices aren't about becoming someone new. They're about letting this version of you shine. Start where you are, with what you have, and watch how your courage grows. Section 8. Embracing your imperfections. Here's a truth that might feel like a warm hug. Your imperfections are what make you unforgettable. The crack in your voice when you speak, the smudge on your canvas, the way your hands shake when you're nervous. Those are the things that make you real, relatable, and deeply human. Perfection is overrated. It's sterile, predictable, and honestly, a little boring. But your imperfections, they're the heart of your story. They're the moments that make people lean in, that make your art resonate, that make your smile light up a room. When you embrace your imperfections, you give yourself permission to be fully you. Try this. Write down one thing you've been hiding because it feels not good enough. Maybe it's a skill you're still learning, a dream you're afraid to pursue, or a part of your personality you think is too much. Now imagine sharing that thing with the world. Imagine someone seeing it and saying, "That's exactly what I needed." Because someone will. Your imperfections are someone's inspiration. Embracing your imperfections also means letting go of the need to please everyone. You can't control how others see you, but you can control how you see yourself. Choose to see this version of you as worthy, as beautiful, as deserving of every chance. When you do, you'll step onto your stage with a new kind of confidence, one that comes from knowing you're enough, just as you are. Section 9. The joy of being seen. There's a special kind of joy that comes from being seen, really seen for who you are. It's the moment when you share your truth and someone says, "I get it," or "I feel that too." It's the moment when you show your art and see it touch someone's heart. It's the moment when you smile at yourself, alone, and know you're enough. Being seen is scary, yes, but it's also exhilarating. It's like stepping into a warm spotlight, feeling its glow wrap around you. It's knowing that your voice matters, that your story has power, that this version of you is changing the world in ways big and small. And here's the beautiful thing. The more you show up, the easier it gets. Each time you step out, share your art, or speak your truth, you're building a bridge between you and the world. You're creating connections, sparking inspiration, and reminding others that they too deserve a chance. So let yourself be seen. Step onto your stage, share your art, smile at the person you are. This version of you deserves a chance, and the joy of being seen is waiting for you. Conclusion: your time is now. This version of you, the one with the dreams, the fears, the beautiful imperfections, deserves a chance. You don't have to wait for a better you, a more polished you, a more ready you. The you that's here, right now, is enough. You are enough. Step onto your stage, share your art, smile at yourself in the mirror. Let the world see the magic that is you. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Every time you show up, you're giving yourself permission to live fully, to love deeply, to shine brightly. This is your moment. This version of you deserves to be seen, heard, and celebrated. So, take a deep breath, feel the warmth of your own light, and step forward. The world is waiting, and this version of you is ready.